That Poppy has grown a lot and has become a normality here on YouTube. Pretty much everybody knows who she is. And people have debunked and have pretty much made it pretty clear about who she is and what she's really doing, but there seems to be something new that has just surfaced, or at least that I just realized, and nobody's talking about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it today. So before we begin this video, I want to let you guys know that I have made 3 other videos about this topic, pretty much making it easier to understand what this video is going to be talking about. You don't have to watch these 3 other videos, but I just suggest that you do and you watch them in order that I placed them. It will make this video 100 times better, but if you're a badass that doesn't read the fucking manual whenever you buy something brand new, just like me, then who am I to tell you what the fuck to do? So this video is still gonna be pretty good, so make sure to watch the whole fucking thing. So this is That Poppy, a young blonde girl who deleted her past and created a character that gives off the mysterious vibe of a famous person, but all it really is just a parody of pop culture and how we treat famous people and how we act around pop culture. Her and her producer, Titanic Sinclair, make these pretty interesting elaborate videos with little sub-meanings in every one of them. For example, this one right here, it's called I Like Politics, and it pretty much is her talking about how she likes politics in the most like no meaning, no nothing. She just says she likes politics, but in my personal opinion, the sub-meaning of this video is that she's making fun of those people that become political experts every 4 years when there's an election. But the other 3 years, they're just quiet and happy that, you know, the country's still working. And this is funny. This is a parody. This is art. And that's what most of the videos are like. But lately, something has been off. So our producer, Titanic Sinclair, uploads almost the same exact videos onto his channel with himself in it instead of her. He uploaded this video called Listen to Me Closely. And I'm not gonna lie, I took the video a little bit personal. In the video, in a direct way, what I got from it, in my opinion, just my opinion, you guys, yours might be different, that people need to stop making sense of That Poppy, and once they do, then that's when it makes sense. So pretty much I think he's calling out everybody that try to debunk her, such as myself and other people on this website, to just, stop making sense of this. It's really not that serious, and once you stop making sense of it, then it makes sense. Which, by the way, fuck all of you haters in my other videos that were calling me out, telling me, but there is a meaning, she's possessed, this is that, you're saying this has no meaning? It fucking doesn't. I was fucking right, and this video fucking proves it, so fuck you. You guys are all shit stains on white fucking boxers. And personally, I think Titanic is a genius because he left a little hint in this video. Even though he said to stop making sense of it, he knew that people weren't gonna listen, so I think he genuinely did this on purpose. But if you take the letter of every sentence that he says in that video, it spells out Poppy is God. I don't think it means anything. I think he just left that in there because people will not listen to him and will still try to make sense of this all. And that is pretty fucking funny, Titanic. It's a pretty good move. But then this kind of put a light bulb right above my head. Like, it lit some fucking thoughts. My creative juices started rolling, and listen to this. So That Poppy is for sure a parody of pop culture. No debates there. 1000%. But is there a story to That Poppy? And I think the answer is yes. When I first started watching Poppy, she made videos, giggly and fucking happy and just being excited to be in front of the camera. And I don't think this was done on purpose. I think she was just genuinely happy to be doing this with her life, so the videos came out great. You can usually tell when somebody's being forced to do something or when something comes out smooth. Then again, maybe the whole parody thing was getting kinda old. It's pretty much all the videos were just random shock value shit. Maybe Titanic was running out of ideas and instead decided to get on a path, on a storyline. So it has a goal, a path, and an end. That way the videos aren't normal anymore and he can dish out videos a lot quicker and better. And this is true in any art form, no matter what type of art form you do. Nothing sucks fucking more dicks than when you have a creative fucking drought. It is the worst thing in the fucking world. And this is in my opinion. I think Titanic was just getting bored and running old and was just, or he sees that, in my opinion, he cannot keep this random shit going forever. People are gonna wanna leave eventually or go into something new. So he is now creating a story. And I might be 100% wrong. And the story pretty much can go like this. A young girl whose dreams of becoming a reality, who became a pop star, And all she had to do was just sign her soul to the devil. And now she has it all, both money and fame. But until now, she's realizing that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. In Puppy's more recent video, she seems tired, forced, and just a person that's genuinely not there, overworked. And like I said previously in the video, since Titanic is not running on random videos anymore and is running on a storyline that is going on a path with an end goal, right now where they are in this story is she is running away from the devil. Because signing her soul away was a big mistake. She has a recent video saying that she's going to Japan, to say that she's getting away. But then once the other videos come out of her, I think already in Japan, it always seems like there's some sort of external force still grabbing onto her, which could just symbolize that it doesn't matter how far you go, you're still obligated to do what you told you were going to do. You're obligated by your contract with the devil, who I think the devil is not really the actual devil. I think the devil is more like the music industry. Just artists like to symbolize the music industry as the devil to make more sense of this. And just like any person that has lost the will to be happy, she did too. So what is the music industry doing to make sure that the world keeps thinking that she's happy? Well, they force feed her drugs. They make her jump up and down for 10 minutes and they make her spin just to give up the false illusion that she's actually pretty happy right now. And then there's nothing to see here. There's nothing shady going on. They tell her what to say.
What do you want me to say? If money can't buy happiness, then why is it so fabulous?
And to be honest, this shit's getting pretty fucking interesting, if I am correct about the storyline. So hopefully now you can see a correlation, just like I did, in a straight line that connects every video together recently though. And even though Titanic Sinclair's older videos were all just random on that Poppy, he is pretty a smart guy and he connected all the videos together. And that takes a creative genius in my opinion. So kudos to you, Titanic. But this does leave us on a huge question. What is gonna be the end goal here? Well, personally, we don't know because we're not Titanic. It's obviously his story and he's gonna be the one that's gonna have to end this eventually if it has an end goal. But there's two paths that this might go on, in my opinion. So one is obviously the one that you probably already guessed. Titanic will just keep pushing this, see how far he can take this, and just keep on running with this idea as long as it's making them cash. And earlier when I said, well, he's running out of ideas, I didn't mean that he's literally out of ideas. I just know that he knows that this will have an end goal, and this will end at some fucking point in the future. And until then, he needs to just keep the can going. He probably has seasons and seasons already written down with a bunch of ideas, plus probably new ideas that will pop in his head as time goes by. So I don't think that Poppy's going anywhere anytime soon. The other scenario that I want to predict is that Poppy breaks out of that character and releases herself from these obligations and contracts and becomes her own person that she was this whole time. That isn't stuck in some sort of like, I don't know how to say this, but a human being that is actually a pop culture phenomenon, that is pop culture itself. And now we're talking some fourth dimensional vibe shit, so I don't know how to really explain it since I'm just a human, but I think you get the drift, right? And I personally don't think that this is the more likely scenario, because personally, like, you gotta be somewhat of a smart person to understand that this is even gonna happen. And if you go to Poppy's comment section, I mean, the majority of the people in there, I'm sorry to say this, are not that smart. But some, oh my God, some of the people in those comments are smarter than your average person. Every time I go on there to read some of the comments, my mind gets a little bit blown every fucking time. If you got nothing better to do right now, I suggest you go and read her comments after you watch my video, of course, just to see where people stand and how people got so much time on their hands and how some people can get so creative. If you ever feel like you need some creativity, some inspiration, go to that Poppy's comment section. You will not be disappointed. I give this a 5 out of 5 chicken wings. Just when you think that YouTube has reached its creative peak, stuff like this comes out, and it is so fucking cool that people can still be creative in a media that has seemed to reach its fucking peak. I personally think YouTube is just getting started here. This is so fucking cool. I do want to leave you guys on a positive note, and that positive note is that I have a Snapchat. And you know who doesn't follow me on Snapchat? Losers and whores. And if you don't want to be a loser or a whore, I suggest you follow me on Snapchat right fucking now. I try to give a moral story to all of my videos, and that moral story is that don't ever deny yourself the fucking lulz. Life is pretty dark. Dark shit happens to all of us, We fucking hate it, but hey, there's a little silver lining in everything. You can choose to find the humor in every situation, and that is what do not deny yourself the lols means. So no matter how dark of a situation you're in, if you can find some sort of humor in it, laugh at it, it doesn't matter. It would only make your situation better. You know, there's a lot of dark lols on their Snapchat, yo boy. So make sure to follow me on Snapchat right fucking now. If you don't want to be a loser or a whore, or if you don't want to deny yourself the lols. That's 3 fucking things for the price of 1. Listen, that Poppy, I feel like is just getting started. Titanic is not out of ideas, but he will eventually run out of ideas, just like any other human does. Everything has to end. And I think that this is a pretty good theory, and I think that's what he's going on. He's going on a path, a direct path, a storyline. And I mean, it also makes that Poppy so much fucking cooler, because now Titanic isn't just throwing you random shit and always trying to connect it together. He has a storyline that he can follow and make the story clear and better. This is awesome. Make sure to check out my other Poppy videos. I made a playlist just because of this. And if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. Check out my other videos, because we don't deny ourselves the lows over here. And I'll see you guys next time.